Big up yourself.
Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in and clicking on this video. It's the latest on trend with your girl Biani. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's going to be a really quick one. I'm on my way to the gym, but I just needed to come on and talk about this video that Murad put out because it had me all the way confused. And I just want to say, like, for anybody that has suffered or dealt with like abuse in any way, shape or form, I'm just sorry that you've had to go through the trauma and everything that you had to go through. And so I just think that we have to be very careful when we use things like trauma in our past into certain discussions that just seems disingenuous, you know, or doesn't really need to be there. So I just wanted to say that because the way I'm gonna just direct this video, like, I don't want anybody to feel like I'm disregarding abuse or trauma or anything like that, because it's really got nothing to do with that. So if you don't know what's going on, popular YouTuber Murad Murali has been exposed, and videos have been released of him, which I'm not gonna share, of him basically with this whole foot of him, like, well, allegedly, but because he's not confirmed. So let me turn this off. Okay, so allegedly of him basically like just doing mad weird things. Okay, he's got a foot fetish, which he has admitted to. So he'll basically shove like a whole foot. Okay, he shoved like a whole foot in someone's mouth, and he'll be slapping his face, and then he'll be like saying nasty things to him because he's getting a kick out of it. You know, it's a fantasy thing. It's like a different realm, you know. He's feeling like this goddess, he's feeling like this master, and these are his slaves. And it's just weird because you wouldn't think, like, you just don't know what people do behind closed doors, honestly. Oh my god. But this is the thing, Murad, people are not coming for you because you have a foot fetish. Like, let's make that clear, because when he did his apology video, my guy went from 0 to 100 like in 0 seconds, bro. Like, the switch up was mad. First of all, the tone of his voice, the pace of his voice, the transition, it was very much scripted. It was very much, from my this is me, okay, this is my opinion. I've done acting before. I've not studied psychology, but I'm very well in tuned psychologically, so I'm very much woke to what my surroundings are and people's behaviors and human behavior and all of that good stuff. So to me now, when you're starting a video and you're cutting it because you've edited this video, okay, this video has been edited, you've sat there, you watched it, you've watched like how you've cried, you've taken out certain things, you've cut out certain things, and you've kind of blended certain things to make it somewhat seamless, to make it fluid, to make it seem like the whatever emotions need to be heightened will be heightened. You've tried to capture your audience, you've tried to bring them, pull out their emotions, maybe to portray some type of pity on you or whatever it is that you've wanted to do from this. And I don't think that it's worked, because people are not stupid and people see past that. And the thing about the camera, right, the thing about the beauty of the camera, that's why not everybody could be a film actor, is because the camera picks up everything. The camera picks up what being on stage won't pick up. Bring it back. So first of all, he starts off, it's almost like an intro. He starts off talking about how there's videos circling around and he needs to address it, and he has to address it, you know, and he will address it. He will address everything. He doesn't really want this side of his life being out, but it's out now and he has to address it. And fair enough, it's your personal life. It's like, that's what you do behind closed doors, isn't it? So nobody can drag you for that. That's not what people are dragging you for. And he doesn't address the issue. He says that there's certain things that's been put out there that are not him, and there's certain things that are him, but he doesn't talk about the things that are him. He talks about the things that are not him. There was a picture that was put up, I'll put it up somewhere, of basically a man that looks like Murad's bottom part, and there is racist comments and racial slurs on there, and it's really horrible. And I mean, I'm not gonna be bothered to read it. And he says that's not him. So, but then he doesn't, but then he says something where he says part of his trauma, or part of what he went through, was he had feet being shoved in his mouth. He was assaulted sexually, and he went through a lot of things. That's where his foot fetish came from. It's from what was done to him when he was a child. Now, so are you telling me that the video of the guy with the foot that shoving his foot in this man on the floor's mouth, like literally, like imagine this is your foot, yeah, like all of this is like literally in the man's mouth, in it, and he's just like like slapping him with his foot and just like pressing him down on his foot, and just like, I'm the master, like I'm the Arab king. One part you're saying that the picture is not you, the caption in the picture is not you, but the foot fetish came from the experience that you had when you were young, when the foot was shoved in your mouth. That's where you got that foot fetish from. So are you saying that it was you in the video? Because if that was you in the video, people are not bothered about you, the whole foot thing, bro. People are bothered about the things that you were saying whilst you had your foot shoved in someone's mouth. Those racist things, that's what people are crazy and mad about. And the fact that you just completely dismiss that, and you don't even address that, and you're talking about that was 5 years, blah blah blah, whatever excuse that you came with, that is not the point. The point of the matter is that you literally degraded these people, blacks, and you are racist, and you stand on your platform and you're always talking about like using black culture, and you're always talking about like always dragging people. The dragging people part I'm not even bothered about, because I've seen people comment like, oh, he's always dragging like Love Islanders and blah blah blah. Like that's his job, like that's beside the point. We're talking about the racism, we're talking about everything else, the slave, the master, like all of that ideology, like all of those things that you were saying. Was that not you? Like that's what you need to clarify, and that's what you need to address. And just the fact that he didn't address that, that's what I just found hilarious. And you know when he started shouting, and it was the pauses, oh my goodness, it was the pauses for me between the words, but you're just like, okay guys, yeah, this is not what he said word to word, you have to go and watch the video, but just imagine he was like, it has to be addressed, and I will address it. I was abused. What do you want me to do? I was abused. Sorry. This is why I said, please don't focus on the abuse part. It was just the acting for me. He was like, that's me, okay? That's my life. That's my life. I was just a little boy. And yes, I had feet shoved in my mouth. That's where it came from. That's where it came from. I don't know how I'm supposed to cope as a little boy. I have to go and make money. And when I say I'm doing daily and consistent, it's not because I want to do daily and consistent. It's because I need to get money. I need to make money. If I don't do daily and consistent, I'm not gonna get money. I'm not gonna make money. There's no tears coming out of your eyes. There's no tears coming out of your eyes. Hey! Murad Murali. Hey! Murad Murali. Non, c'est comme ça que les gens sont, hein. Ah, alors. Ah, franchement. Literally, I'm so sorry, yeah. Listen, you need to understand how I operate, because Please don't think I'm laughing at him being abused. It was the acting for me. And do you know what? I was hoping it wasn't gonna be him. I was hoping that, I don't know, somebody has just, I don't know, just fabricated this thing, but it is really is real. Oh, it's actually real. Like raw, like people have actually been supporting you like that. And it's not just people. So when people used to say, because you see, like, I don't like to follow the crowd. Like, people might have an opinion of someone, and I'm not gonna just, like, the way that I like to dissect certain things, it's not just to bash people. That's not me at all. So people are always like, oh, he's a culture vulture, he's like profits of black culture. And to me, I was just like, well, he's doing what he's doing, he's good at it. And the thing with black people is that we always like to complain, but we're the same black people that gives those people profit. It was the same with Kevin Samuels. Like, his biggest market was black people. Like, so if black people are in support of it, then why are we fighting amongst each other? We don't support our own. Like, that's just it. Somebody comes in, they behave a certain way, we befriend them or we elevate them, but when it's between ourselves, we just don't. Like, I could literally go on about it, but I don't like to make that kind of videos that it's just like you're complaining. But trust me, like, if I could sit down and talk about how black people are, I could make 10 plus videos about black people, but that's beside the point. So for me, I was just like, well, it's just, he found a niche, he found a gap in the market. There wasn't any black people, there was no black there was no black commentator really like that, like black journalist or whatever you want to call him. There was no black person that was filling that gap. There was a gap in the market, and he saw it and he filled it, and that was it. Okay, because when somebody else comes in, you instantly get compared to Murad, you know. So to me, I don't like that kind of things. Like, don't complain about something that you're feeding. Like, that to me doesn't make sense. So I tried to kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. I kind of found him funny, just the way that he just speaks. Like, that's why this apology video, I just couldn't take him seriously. So but I'm just kind of like, like, how can you make profit off black people and you think you're better than them? Like, I don't know, maybe you've grown, like, because this is not a recent video, right? From my understanding, this video was like 5 years ago, which 5 years is not that long. It's really not long, by the way. So you're using that as an excuse, but it doesn't make sense. It's like, you believe that you're superior to black people. Like, you're calling black people like nigger and all of these derogative words, and you're a master and they're your slaves, and you literally it's mind-blowing, guys. It's actually mind-blowing. That's why when it comes to me, yeah, it's like you have to focus in life. Oh god, let me just leave the video here because I can actually go off on a tangent. But that was my little breakdown of that video, that apology video that he did. To me, it was a joke. It was hilarious. Nobody cares about your foot fetish. It is the words, the everything that you did behind it. And this was the lifestyle that he was living. This was your secret life that has come out. Mad, isn't it? Mad. Oh, it is mad. And it's a shame. And the thing is, people are still going to support him. People are I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'll keep you guys updated. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. I still need to digest this because I'm just like, this year, you know, Kevin Samuels gone, Murad Murali exposed, boom, bash, bosh, kika, barakaka, scattered. Lesson learned. Whatever you do in the dark will always come to light. Let that sink in your heart. Whatever you do in the dark and you think nobody's ever going to find out, I'm going to take this to my grave, that will always come to light. Okay, like, it's crazy. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I'll speak to you guys in my next video. Bye.